Assalamu alaikum. As you know, my name very familiar now to you, Mrs. Nilofer Ejaz. I am your science teacher, and I hope you all are fine and safe at home. It is a bit late, but Eid Mubarak to all of you. I hope you enjoyed your Qurbani and enjoyed lot of food. All these things are very good, and these festivals are very important in our life. But remember, student, one thing, and never ignore this thing, that we are nowadays living with COVID-19. So whenever you go for parties or to your relatives to enjoy the dinner or something like that, take all the precautionary measures. It is a safe site for you. If you will be safe, your family will be safe, and inshallah, the God will help you. Allah आपकी मदद करेगा, inshallah. Now today's lecture is lecture number 7. The chapter is Atom and Molecule. This is the second part of the chapter Atom and Molecules, and learning object. In this unit, you will learn about atom, molecules, model, symbol, differences between atom and molecule. Up till molecules we have done. Clear? So before going to the next topic, I was talking about the lecture number 7, that what we have learned in the lecture number 7. Now I revise some points of lecture 7, then we will start today's lecture. In the lecture 7, we studied that what is an atom. An atom is defined as the smallest particle of an element that can exist. It came from the Greek language atomos, meaning not divisible. Democritus was the father of atoms. Atoms are so small that we cannot see without the help of electron microscope. The further studies of the atom and the research of the atom showed that atom is further divisible. Atom is further divisible, and it can be divided into 3 parts, that were electron, proton, and the neutron. Electron revolve around a nucleus in different shells or the orbit. While and they have negative charge. Electrons are negatively charged particles. While the proton and neutron were embedded in the nucleus, proton carries positive charge and the neutrons have no charge. Right? Because there were a little gap due to the Eid holiday. So before going to the lecture 8, I think it is better to revise lecture number 7, then we will start lecture number 8. Key point I am discussing with you. Different circles and models were used to represent the atom. If the atom is small, the circles were small. Then we studied chemical formula and molecules. Whenever atoms combine, they form molecules. These molecules may be of same kind of element or different kinds of elements. So the molecule can be made up of element or of compound. When there are different elements, they are called compound. Whenever scientists do some experiment, they show you some chemical reactions, they show with the help of chemical equations. And these chemical equations, they form a formula that is termed as chemical formula. A chemical formula show of a substance shows that the number of and kind of atoms which are reacting on that chemical reaction. Is it clear? Now we start our lecture number 8. Molecules of same kind of atom. As I told you, what are molecules? A molecule is made up of two or more atoms of the same kind or of different kinds to chemically combine together. Molecule may be in the form of elements or in the form of compound. Molecule of same atom. Whenever two or more same kind of atoms they chemically combine, they form a molecule of same kind. Again, I am repeating, whenever two or more same kind of atom or element combine, chemically combine, they form a molecule. And for example, whenever oxygen atom combine with another oxygen atom, it forms a molecule. On your screen, you can see that this is one atom of oxygen and this is the second atom of oxygen. When they chemically combine, the O2 or the molecule of oxygen is formed. Just like the second example, here the two elements are combined. On this side, this is the ozone molecule. You know what is ozone? Ozone is a layer which surrounds our biosphere or our earth. In the ozone molecule, three atoms of oxygen, this is the 1, this is the 2, and this is the 3. These three, when they combine chemically, they form a molecule, and this molecule is called ozone molecule or molecule of ozone. Clear? This is the example of molecule when it is made up of same kind of atom. Molecules of different kinds of atom. Molecules in compound consist of a fixed number of two or more different kind of atom. I am again repeating, two or more different kinds of atoms chemically combined together. Chemically combined together. Molecule in case of elements consists of a fixed number of one kind of atom only, while molecule in compound consists of a fixed number of two or more different kind of atoms chemically combined together. For example, carbon monoxide. Mono means single. Whenever carbon atom, one carbon atom combines with one oxygen atom, they form carbon monoxide. Clear? Here, two different kind of atoms, they are chemically combined together. One atom is carbon and the other is oxygen. They combine together chemically by the chemical reaction. When they combine, they form a molecule of compound. This is a compound. This is not an element. Second is water molecule, H2O. The formula of water is H2O. A water molecule consists of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. A water molecule consists of how many hydrogen atoms? Two hydrogen atoms. How many oxygen? One oxygen atom. When two molecules, two atoms of hydrogen combines with one atom of oxygen chemically by a chemical reaction, a compound of water molecule is formed. Just like another example, a glucose molecule. It consists of 6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen atoms, and 6 oxygen atoms. This example you will find at the last of the lecture, so it is not yet clear. So we have two type of molecules, molecules of element of same kind or molecules of different kind of atom. Whenever they are of different kind of atom, they form compound. Now, how can we represent the chemical formula of a molecule? You know what is a chemical formula? A chemical formula of a substance shows that how many atoms and which kind of atoms are taking part in that substance. But in case of molecule, how we represent it? The chemical formula of a molecule of an element by the chemical symbol of the element and a subscript showing the number of atoms in the molecule. Whenever we are writing a chemical equation or the chemical formula of a molecule, chemical symbols, we use chemical symbols. What were the chemical symbols? Last time I told you for hydrogen H, for oxygen O, for carbon C, for nitrogen N, for chlorine Cl, for sodium Na, for sulfur S, for potassium K, and phosphorus P. Do you remember this thing? So we use the symbol of elements which are taking part in that formula. First of all, we take the symbol, then a subscript, a number. It shows the atoms in the molecule. Which symbol has how many times is taking part in that chemical reaction, we represent it by a number. For example, in carbon tetrachloride, in the 4 means tetra, the Roman language, 1, twice, thrice, tetra, penta, hexa, hepta, octa, nona, deca. These are the counting. For example, in carbon tetrachloride, CCl4, C capital for carbon, capital C and small l, they are for chlorine. Number 4, it is a subscript. One carbon atom in this, one carbon atom and 4 chlorine atoms are combined together to form carbon tetrachloride. Is it clear? Carbon tetrachloride. If we move backward, then see H2O. H and O, they are the symbol for hydrogen and oxygen, and 2 is a subscript which shows that 2 atoms of hydrogen are used here. In carbon tetrachloride, one carbon atom combines with 4 chlorine atoms chemically and it forms carbon tetrachloride. These numbers and the subscripts, they are you will find at the end of the lecture again. We will discuss there in detail. Next heading on your screen, you can see noble gases. Noble gases, there are some gases, they have a full outer electron shell, which makes these elements non-reactive, which make their element non-reactive, that they do not require any other electron for their reactions because their outermost shell are filled. As I told you that the electrons revolve in different kind of shells. Each shell has their own capacity to keep the number of electrons in them. When you will go in the 9th class, you will study in very detail that which shell contain how many electrons, what are the name of that shells, and why they contain such number of electrons in them. I am not discussing this detail here because it is too early for you. So just know what are noble gases. There is a periodic table made by the scientist, the Russian scientist, and according to him, each and elements are placed in groups and the periods. So the noble gases are kept where all the gases, all the noble gases, their outermost shell is complete. They have a full outer electron shell. They do not need any electron for any chemical reaction. So the atoms of the noble gases such as neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, these are on your screen. These are the name of noble gases. They do not combine. Again, I am repeating, they do not combine with atom of other elements to form molecules. Is it clear to all of you? That I hope it must be clear. What are noble gases? Noble gases are those gases which have a full outer electron shell, or their outer shell is complete. And these qualities make them non-reactive. And the atom of noble gases such as neon and argon, krypton, xenon, and radon are very stable. They can survive without taking or giving any electrons. So they do not combine with atoms of other elements to form molecules. Now water, what is the formula of water? You know that H2O. H2O is the formula of water. What happened when we pass electricity or when we boil water? What changes occur when we pass electricity through water molecule or when we boil water? Right? How changes occur or what kind of changes occur in water molecule? When we pass electricity through water molecule, it will split into hydrogen and oxygen atoms. This process is called electrolysis. Or if anyone can ask you what is electrolysis, it means whenever electricity is passed through a substance and it is split into its atom, that is called electrolysis. When we pass electricity through water molecule, जब हम पानी के molecule में से H2O में से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास करते हैं। ये इलेक्ट्रिसिटी हम घर में नहीं पास कर सकते कि आप गिलास लें और उसमें इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास करना शुरू कर दें। नो, वी नीड अ लेबोरेटरी, we need equipment. We do this process in the laboratory. We can't do this process at home or in the school library. There are school lab, laboratory. Whenever we pass electricity through water molecule, it will split into hydrogen and oxygen atom. And this process is called electrolysis. Clear? जब भी हम वाटर में से, वाटर मॉलिक्यूल में से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को पास करते हैं लेबोरेटरी में, रिमेंबर इन द लेबोरेटरी, नॉट एट होम, not in the school laboratory, in a big laboratories where scientists do research work is going on. When we pass electricity through the water molecule, it is split into 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen atom. This splitting and this process is called electrolysis. It is called electrolysis. Is clear? This is the change of water when we pass electricity. Now, what happens if we boil water? If we boil water, हम पानी को अगर boil करें तो क्या होगा? When we boil water, the water molecules will gain energy. The water molecule will gain energy, vibrate more and move further apart. Here do the correction, move further apart, M-O-V-E. When we boil water, the water molecules will gain energy. पानी बॉयल होता हुआ आपने देखा है, जब अक्सर चाय बनाते हैं तो पानी बॉयल होता है, ऊपर नीचे आता है। क्यों? क्योंकि पानी की जो मॉलिक्यूल है, वाटर की जो मॉलिक्यूल है, वो बहुत ज्यादा एनर्जी गेन कर देते हैं और एक दूसरे से बहुत तेजी से मूव करना शुरू करते हैं और एक दूसरे से अपार्ट हो जाते हैं। सिंपल आप क्या कर सकते हैं कि वेन एवर द वाटर इज बॉइलिंग, जब पानी बॉयल हो रहा हो, इस पानी में 1 या 2 माचिस की तीली आप डाल के तोड़ के डाल दीजिए। You will observe these sticks will moving up and down, round and round, up and down. आप देखेंगे कि ये पानी जिस तरह से मूव कर रहा है, वाइब्रेट कर रहा है, इसकी मूवमेंट आप ऑब्जर्व कर सकेंगे माचिस की स्टिक से, फ्लाई से। Now you can see some chemical formula with kind and number of its atoms are listed here. These are very important chemical formula. In your study, it will come again and again. So, we have listed here for your convenience, for your study. First of all, on your screen, the number 1, CO. This is carbon monoxide. I am repeating one by one. Every carbon monoxide molecule contains 1 carbon atom and 1 oxygen atom chemically combined together. Clear? Number 2, H2O. H2O। देखिए मैंने आपको बहुत पहले सिंबल बताए थे, वो इसीलिए बताए थे कि यहाँ आपको सिंबल से समझ आएगा कि किस चीज के बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं। H से समझ में आ गया कि ये हाइड्रोजन है, O से समझ में आ गया कि ये ऑक्सीजन है। दिस इज द वाटर molecule. Every water molecule contains two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom chemically combined together. Next is C12H22O11. C12 carbon 12, H222 hydrogen 22 O11 oxygen 11. This is the formula of sucrose. Sucrose is just like glucose, but the chemical formula are different. Chemical combinations are different. Every sucrose molecule contains 12 carbon atoms, 22 hydrogen atoms, and 11 oxygen atoms chemically combined together. Next is C6H12O6. It means carbon 6, hydrogen 12, oxygen 6. This is the molecule of oxygen molecule. It contains 6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen atoms, and 6 oxygen atoms chemically combined together. Clear? Next is C2H5OH. C means carbon 2, H hydrogen 5, O oxygen 1, H hydrogen 1. Every ethyl alcohol, this is the ethyl alcohol. It contains 2 carbon atoms, 6 hydrogen atoms, and 1 oxygen atom combined chemically. Here we are counting 6 hydrogen because 5 plus 1 is 6. Next is H2SO4. H for hydrogen 2, S for sulfur 1, oxygen, O for oxygen, oxygen R 4. Clear? This is the formula of sulfuric acid. It contains 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 sulfur atom, 4 oxygen atom chemically combined together. Next is Na2CO3. Na, I told you it is the symbol of sodium. C for carbon, carbon is 1. Sodium 2 molecule, carbon 1 molecule, oxygen 3 molecule. This is the formula of sodium carbonate. It contains two sodium atoms, 1 carbon atom, and 3 oxygen atoms chemically combined together. Now the next is NaHCO3. Na sodium 1, H hydrogen 1, carbon 1, oxygen 3. This is the formula of sodium bicarbonate molecule. It contains 1 sodium atom, 1 hydrogen atom, 1 carbon atom, and 3 oxygen atoms chemically combined together. Next is H3PO4. H means hydrogen 3, P means phosphorus 1, O for oxygen, oxygen 4. It is the phosphoric molecule. Phosphoric molecule, it contains 3 hydrogen atoms, 1 phosphorus, and 4 oxygen atoms chemically combined together. Last is K2SO4. K for potassium, 2 potassium, 1 sulfur, and 4 oxygen. This is the potassium sulfate molecule. It contains 2 potassium atoms, 1 sulfur atom, and 4 atoms chemically combined together. I read it for you. When you will see the lecture in the YouTube, you can repeat it. These you will not find in the book, and it is very necessary to read all this again and again. Now class, thank you for joining me for today. Today's lecture is almost finished. and I hope that you have learned a lot, and we will move to the next lecture, which is also about atom and the molecule. And one thing I like to remind you, whenever we are asking you to do work in copy 1 or copy 2, kindly, according to the copies, do your work. It will be very convenient or very easy for us to make a record. Otherwise, it will be very difficult. I think the time is running and we have hardly 1 or 2 minutes. So before the class will end, I will revise what is molecules. Molecules are of same kind whenever they combine with the two or more same kind of atoms, जब दो या दो से ज्यादा एटम बनते हैं. हम इसको फिनिश करते हैं. इतनी देर में हमारा लेक्चर 1 or 2 मिनट में खत्म हो जाएगा. टाइम को वेस्ट करने से बेटर है कि हम इसको थोड़ा सा रिवाइज करें. दो या दो से ज्यादा सेम एटम होंगे तो हमारे पास मॉलिक्यूल सेम काइंड ऑफ एटम होंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल O2 और O3. अगर हमारे पास टू और मोर डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ एटम केमिकली कंबाइन होंगे तो वो हमारे पास कंपाउंड बनेगा. अभी आपने कंपाउंड की एक पूरी लिस्ट आपको हमने दी है जिसमें वाटर मॉलिक्यूल भी है और कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड भी है. हम केमिकल फॉर्मूले को कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? सिंबल्स के जरिए हम उन एलिमेंट को शो करते हैं. स्क्रिप्ट, सब स्क्रिप्ट यानी नंबर के जरिए हम एटम या मॉलिक्यूल की तादाद को शो करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल कार्बन टेट्राक्लोराइड, जिसमें कार्बन का एक है और क्लोरीन के 4 एटम जो है वो कंबाइन हो रहे हैं. इसी तरह से आपने एक पूरी लिस्ट पढ़ी है. अभी आपके लिए मैंने एक पूरी लिस्ट पढ़ी है और उस लिस्ट में बता दिया गया है कि जितने भी सिंबल्स हैं वो आप जितना बाय हार्ट करेंगे उतना ही आपको इजी होगा. मैंने सारे सिंबल आपको इससे पहले लेक्चर में दे दिए. नोबेल गैसेस ये न्यू चैप्टर है, न्यू चीज है. इससे पहले आपने इसके बारे में कभी नहीं जाना. नोबेल गैसेस दुनिया में कुछ ऐसी गैसेस हैं जिनको किसी एलिमेंट के साथ रिएक्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं होती. उनको किसी भी एलिमेंट के साथ कंबाइन होने की जरूरत नहीं होती और वो नॉन रिएक्टिव होती हैं. इनकी कुछ एग्जांपल्स हैं.